Aloha. Oh, sorry. Hola. Let's see. I just want to clear the air here. I am privileged. I know that. I have cute privilege. Maybe you've heard of that one. It's different from pretty privilege, okay? I need you to know that I know that. Pretty privilege is like when you can get people to Venmo you money, right? Cute privilege is like I can show you that I'm wearing this plaid skirt and it's like not trying to do something sexy. Like I just might have actually just come from high school today. That's cute privilege. I like to exercise my cute privilege. I think that there are some things that I get away with because I'm cute that some people who aren't cute might not be able to get away with. Like for example, you know how some people love dive bars or sports bars? My bar of choice is like a hotel bar. You know, I think that it's like a little sexy, a little intellectual. I was recently at the London House. Everybody here from Chicago? Okay, cool. I was not at the top floor of the London House because, again, cute, not hot, not sexy, not pretty. And so I was on the second floor lobby bar of the London House. And I was sitting next to a white man in his 40s, and then another white man in his 40s, and then there was me, okay, just setting the scene. And the white man in his 40s who was sitting in the middle, he orders a tomato basil soup with French fries. It was a choice. He gets to do that because he's a white man in his 40s. You know, that's his old man privilege. He can order soup at the bar. So he gets the soup. He gets the soup, he eats the soup, and then he says, could I please have a club sandwich? And then he gets a really big, don't take a picture of me at this exact moment, but it's a pretty big club sandwich. As you continue taking, that's where we get on the border of sexy. It's a pretty big club sandwich, and it comes, like I said, with a side of French fries. And he eats half the half the club sandwich, right? And then he asks for a box, and he puts the other half the club sandwich in the box, and then he charges it all to his room, 403, and then he goes upstairs to his room. And you'll notice in that story I made no mention of him eating or even acknowledging really the French fries, and that's because he didn't, but I did. But I acknowledged the French fries. And so I sat there with my little glass of white wine that I paid for, and I'm, looking at the French fries, and then I look at the bartender, and then I look back down at the French fries, and then I look back at the bartender, and then I go, and then I blink my giant eyes at her. And she goes, because she only makes $2.50 an hour before tips, even though it's a nice bar. And so then I lean over and I start eating, a couple of the French fries, as is my right as a cute person. I'm reducing food waste, all right? I'm being an environmentalist over here. And so I'm sitting there eavesdropping on conversations, minding my own business, eating these leftover French fries. And the other white man in his 40s, he turns and he looks at me, and then he looks down at the French fries. And then he looks back at me, and then he looks back down at the French fries. And then he leans over and starts eating some of the French fries. Ew, dude, what the hell are you doing? Right? Because when I do it, I'm channeling my inner gatherer ancestors, right? Like that's just a woman's nature. And when a man does it, I think he's being a scavenger, right? Like he's being a little beast. He's being like a raccoon at the dumpster outside, like hunting for scraps. And I want to throw a shoe at him, and I want to be like, get out, scat. Or in the case of this festival, a chancla or something. I don't know. I don't get to say that. But yeah, so people are like... So yeah, I think that those are the kinds of things that maybe I would get to do because I'm really cute and adorable and it's endearing when I do it. And when a grown man does it, it's like, have you no shame, sir? And some people are like, well, that's not very feminist, Courtney. It's 2024. Men and women can do the same things. And maybe I'm not very feminist after all, okay? Maybe we just need to come to terms with that. Like, for example, I also identify as bisexual. Anybody else here a member of the Alphabet Mafia? No? Okay. You're still good Catholic children? That's fine. No, I identify as bisexual, and I can understand why you might not believe that about me as a person on account of maybe evidence number one, I've never been on a date with a girl. You laugh, but some of you haven't either, okay? And it's not that I don't want to go on a date with a girl, it's just that I'm a little bit confused as to how to go about it, right? Like if I'm a pretty girl, right, like as we've established, and like you're a pretty girl, and we were to go on a date, who pays? They do, see? No one has ever been able to give me a straight answer to that question, and maybe that's because it's not a very straight question. And you know what, some people will be like, oh, the taller one pays or something else. But I do think that she might be right. I think it might be that the person who pays is the creepy man at the end of the bar who won't stop staring at us and won't stop stealing our French fries. All right, I will leave y'all with this. Obviously, I am a white lady. We've already established that. No, I'm 1/4 Mexican, or as everybody I know would say, un peso. My name is Courtney Zelazny. That's mostly Polish. Thank you so much. Have a good night.